Welcome back, all my Minecraftian friends. This is the announcement video for the March 2014 Minecraft Hardcore Challenge. Sorry to have kept you waiting so long for this. I was planning on having this out earlier, but I've been so busy watching videos of the episodes that I just haven't had time to record it until now. I know I said that I wasn't going to try to watch all of them, but I'm still, feel like I should try. So I've been spending all my free time watching videos instead of making the preparations that I need to make for the next challenges. So I think in the future my player updates will be much shorter than they have been in the past, because I just really need to spend more time working on the preparations for future challenges. So anyway, let's get right into it. The March challenge is called Nether Adventure. Okay, the Nether Adventure, and it is, let's get right in here and make a world. Okay, of course it's in hardcore mode. You can name your world anything you want. I'm not actually going to be playing this. I'm going to be deleting this right after I record this, so I don't need to name it anything. The seed is, and its structure's on, although there's no villages nearby, so it doesn't matter. And world type will be default this time. I think it's default. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's default. And the seed is, let's see, all capital letters now. M-A-R-C-H, not a G, 2014 MHC. Okay, that is the seed, March 2014 MHC for Minecraft Hardcore Challenge. And let's just take a quick look at the world so that I know that I put in the right seed, and so that you know when you see it if you've got the right world. If you don't want to see what the world looks like, you can skip over this and just go to the description, where I'll have all the rules anyway. And yes, this is the correct, get that out of the way. This is the correct seed. We've got all those birch trees over there, a little bit of sugar cane, some of these trees over here, and lots of sheep. This place is loaded with sheep, okay? But not too much else. Gonna have a hard time finding anything else, and you won't have time to breed them anyway. And I don't think there's any villages around. But the March challenge, what you need to do is, in your first 20-minute episode, you need to get into the Nether. So the last thing you do in at the 20-minute mark would be going to the portal. Okay, so save that for last. You only get to go through the portal one time. You don't get to go in and scout it out and come back and get some more supplies and go back in. You just get to go once and you don't come back. It's kind of like the underground challenge, except instead of going underground, you're going to the Nether. And instead of going by the end of daylight, you're going by the end of the first episode. Now, I know this is going to be difficult to, gather supplies and make a portal and get out by 20 minutes. Okay. Some things that you might want to consider taking with you is, of course, wood, saplings, seeds, like that, seeds, a little bit of coal, although I don't think you're going to need a lot of coal, because there's glowstone in the Nether, which is superior to torches for lighting, and lava, which is superior to coal for running furnaces. Okay, and so what you're going to need to take some wood, at least until you get your saplings growing, and cobble. But you'll probably pick up some cobble on the way down anyway. And you might consider getting some sand in case you want to do some, you know, making bottles later on. Okay, so you have the full 20 minutes to collect supplies and make your portal. Now, that won't be enough time to you know, to use the diamond pickaxe obsidian route. Okay, so everybody's going to be making their portal using the bucket and the lava and the water technique. Okay, I'm sure that most of you are familiar with that technique, and if you haven't, you can watch someone else's video of how to do it. You make a portal using a lava source and a bucket of water, and you know that makes obsidian, and then you know, anyway, you get the idea. Okay, so and as far as the rules of the challenge, they're the same as last month. You know, no harming the non-hostile mobs, the passive mobs, you know, unless you've already bred them first. And everything else, all the other rules are the same as before. So it's a standard rules plus one additional rule. I'm having to make one additional rule because I hate to say this, but there will be people who try to gain an unfair advantage by scouting out the world ahead of time in a creative world and finding out where a group of diamonds are and digging straight down and landing on them, and then using the diamonds, you know, using diamonds to make pickaxes and taking them to the Nether and having a big advantage over the rest of us. Okay, so the one additional rule that I'm going to put on here, just to avoid the possibility of anyone trying to cheat that way, and to keep everything equal and fair for all the rest of us, is you're not allowed to mine any diamonds in the overworld. You know, on the first 20 minutes while you're still in the overworld. After that, you won't be in the overworld. You know, if you find diamonds in the Nether, you know, you're certainly welcome to them and to do whatever you want to with them. But you can't mine any diamonds in the overworld, because it's just too big a temptation for people that would want to take advantage of that. Okay, so what you need to do is, you know, break some grass, cut down some trees, collect anything else you think might be useful, saplings, wood, and dig down someplace. You know, find enough iron to make a bucket. Use your bucket to get a water source. There's plenty of water sources up here. You know, if you don't go too deep, when you get your iron, you can just come back up and make your bucket, and then go back down and find a lava source. Now, of course, lava's pretty easy to find on level 11, or if you look around here at nighttime, there's some lava way over there, but it's quite a walk. I don't know if we want to. Let's take a look over here. I don't really consider this giving anything away that you couldn't find out on your own pretty easily. But over this way, I think, is a lava pool on the surface, which you could use if you'd rather not do it underground, or if you have trouble finding it underground. Now, if you can't, if you run out of time, and you know you can't get to the Nether in 20 minutes, you can use some extra time to finish your portal. Oh, look at the horses. But you can't, after the 20-minute mark, okay, all you're allowed to do is just make the portal and go through. You're not allowed to mine any more cobble and take it with you, or mine any more iron, or do anything else that would be collecting more supplies and materials, because we want everyone to have the same amount of time to collect materials. Where is it? Well, easier to find at night. I may have already passed it, or I'm not sure. What is that? I don't know what that is. Okay. Well, anyway, so like if you hit your 20-minute mark and you're down at level 11 and you're mining away to try to find lava, you've already got your supplies, you've got your bucket, you've got your water. You're just looking for a lava pool to make your portal. Well, then your first episode can run a little longer, however much longer you need it to find your lava pool. But anything you collect after the 20-minute mark, you have to throw out before you go through the portal, because we don't want people to be spending like 40 minutes collecting tons of stuff and then going down and just having like a super long first episode and having an unfair advantage over everyone else that gets through their portal in 20 minutes. But oh, there's a fire. Now, where exactly this is from our starting point, I thought I saw fire over there. Maybe not. Maybe it was just that pumpkin. Well, anyway, I think we started out over here. If you have a lot of trouble and it takes you an inordinate amount of time to get the portal up and running, you can just start over and try it again, and don't bother posting the first try. You can do multiple tries until you get the world to to get to have a reasonable first episode. Of course, once your first episode is posted, just like in every other prior challenge, you're committed to that world then, and there's no redos after that. And I am running out of time. The night's coming, and I don't know where I am, and I don't know where the lava pools were, but they were somewhere around, but they were a ways off. So once you get to the Nether, what I'm hoping you guys to do is to, well, you're gonna want to make some bowls and collect some collect some mushrooms and start making mushroom stew right off, because that will be your only food source until you get your first wheat crop to come in. Then I hope to see people making wheat farms in the Nether, making tree farms in the Nether and growing trees, maybe making a zombie pigman grinder type of a thing, to try to take advantage of the zombie pigman resource safely, of course. If you find a fortress, you can do the blaze thing, So anyway, lots of luck. I hope a lot of people decide to try this. If you think this is too tough and you're not interested, the April challenge will be a island survival challenge. So that should be more to your liking. And I guess that covers about everything I needed to say. So welcome to the game. I hope lots of people play. The player updates in March will be significantly shorter than the ones in the past. I'm going to pick out some of my favorites and review those, and everyone else, you're just going to have to review each other's. If someone else wants to be making player updates for their little group, that's fine with me. And this is Mike Deering signing out. If you have any questions, put them in the comments, and I'll be glad to answer them. Whoa. Okay. I wonder why I never thought of this before. This is a really foolproof way of spending the night without taking too much damage. Okay, Mike Deering signing out.